Hello and welcome to the wonderful world of downtown Toronto. And today, Chris, Shan, and I are going to the Toronto Stationery Show. It's a fun little event where artists from all over get to show off their art, their pins, their stickers, all kinds of cool stuff. So let's not waste any time and let's get going. Here is getting ready to put on a good show. Shan, who's this art from?
On the bright side.
On the bright side.
Yeah, we're putting it as a swag. So first 50 people will get some of our art print.
Check out all the awesome free items the first 50 people get in this here swag bag.
To come on in and see all of you amazing vendors. So thank you for being here. Queenie and I hope that you have an amazing show today. Enjoy yourself, have fun.
Oh, and Mindzai is going to be coming around live streaming the show, so there's going to be virtual shopping throughout the entire day.
Here. We're here with Andrea, who's a co-organizer for the Stationery Show. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Nice
Glad
to
have you here.
So what was it like putting on a show in comparison to your first one to your fourth one?
Great question. I think our first one, we didn't know what the appetite for stationery in the city was going to be. And we were thrilled when we saw lineups of people waiting to come into the show and support all the amazing vendors. So now, going into our fourth show, we know that Toronto is a city that loves stationery and supports its local businesses. So it feels good and just a sense of real excitement.
So what do you think it is about Toronto that really brings out the artist in a lot of these people?
That's a great question. I mean, I feel like it's a creative city. We live in a city that's full of great restaurants. We have cool buildings. We've got good music coming out of the city. I think there's a lot of inspiration to be found, and I think we're lucky to have a community of artists and creators who are just so inspired to make things. And I love that stationery is something that people feel so passionate about. I'm a big snail mailer. The idea that we can send mail, that we can put stickers on things, that we have washi tape to decorate, we can bullet journal, put our agendas and planners together. There's so many great ways to use stationery.
We live in a digital world, but what do you think continues to make things physical like stationery so special to so many people?
Well, I think that is exactly why. The fact that we live in a digital world and we're so used to receiving texts or emailing people, DMing people, I think the idea of receiving, be it a physical card or a letter, it means so much. The tangible piece of love or thought or care that somebody is giving to you. So I think that's one of the reasons why people really gravitate toward stationery, toward writing or journaling, remembering and reflecting on their days. I think that physical pencil to paper kind of act is really reflective and special.
Well, I have a find true love. Pour out what's inside you onto paper.
So I would say that would mean that there's feelings inside of you that you haven't expressed. So sit down with a pen and paper and write down how you feel about someone you care about or the love that you're looking for. Pour out what's inside of you onto paper.
And of course, Chris and Shan are on Pop Shop Live showing off all the cool stuff to all the people around the world.
There's the ramen, udon, udon. Welcome, Serena.
There we go. Thanks, Sunsoul. Look at that. We just immortalized your purchase. Tell me about what inspires you up to make these kinds of clippings in the first place.
Well, honestly, that's a good question because everything is actually recycled paper and they're all little paper cut out from used material. The idea of it is to take things that people throw away that don't see values and then transform into like new art. It's like giving them a new life. So that's what I really enjoy doing.
Yeah, I see you, huh? You hungry right now? Yeah, let's go get us something to bite to eat, right, guys?
Here we go. There's the food. Here we go. We all got tacos. We all got like tons and tons of tacos. Spread it on, Chris. Spread it on. Yay! Jan's already dug in.
There's some wonderful art out here, but what if we get to know about the artist just a little bit more? Let's talk to a few, shall we? I am with Poopy Cat. Hello. Shake your hands. I'm here with Aguino. Hello, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I'm with Celine from On the Bright Side. Hello, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I'm here with Milk Tea & Co. Hello, nice to meet you.
Hi, nice to meet you.
I'm here with Storm and Shadowgrams. Hello, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I'm here with Bold Cut Paper Goods. Hello, nice to meet you. No, do another take on that, okay? Hello.
Nice to meet you.
The first question is, what was your major inspiration growing up?
Oh, I would say animals. I was one of those kids that always, went into I grew up near a forest and I always really wanted to feel like one of those kids that could talk to animals, And so I would go and I would kind of like hope to be the one that would have like a connection with the deer or the rabbit or whatever animal, and that was always kind of what I was seeking, and like that's kind of why I draw a lot of little animals in my stuff. But yeah, I think a lot of inspiration comes from trying to connect in ways that aren't necessarily just through language, right? But like with other living creatures, we can connect even if we don't speak the same language.
I used to travel quite a bit with my family, and I was really inspired by Studio Ghibli films. And while traveling, I would always kind of imagine little creatures from like Princess Mononoke, just jumping around. So a lot of woodsy, woodland stuff from the Studio Ghibli films and picture books growing up, stuff like that. So know a lot of different artists and music, so lots of inspo.
So I grew up watching anime and manga, so I guess that's where I got most of my inspiration from. Food.
Food?
Food and nature, but mainly food. I love food until now. Yeah. I think my whole childhood is, a lot of people say if they upset me, all they need to do is give me food and I'm happy again.
My major inspirations growing up are the mangas I was reading, animation being a big one, Disney, especially Ghibli, was my whole childhood. And yeah, Japanese pop culture, my day-to-day life, my favorite drinks and snacks, and my cat being my biggest inspiration as well.
I think anime. I watch Sailor Moon, Dragon Ball, a lot of that. So that'll be one of my inspirations. And also I love Garfield the cat. So
Yes!
comic books and
Yes!
Friends are there.
Garfield's a major inspiration of mine, so like I'm so
Oh,
very
thank
happy to have fellow someone who like takes a lot from that fat cat.
yes.
So where does your style come from?
Well, I think I've always had an interest in symbolism. So a symbol technically is something very simple that can represent a lot. And I think that's really the answer to your question, right? Is I just like to communicate a lot with a little bit.
I think a mishmash of lots of stuff. I've always loved drawing in pencil crayon, so I've always tried to mimic that with my digital work, using pencil crayon brushes. So I think that kind of moved towards what it is now because I started with a traditional background.
Yeah, and I wouldn't be able to tell honestly. I thought all of that was like pencil crayon, but they're all
These
digital.
are, yeah, some are. These are all pencil crayon, like hand drawn. So yeah.
But it really goes to show just how well you replicated that style, and you can always like look at one or the other, and you couldn't tell which medium it's from.
I think it's definitely from Japanese like cartoons and like anime, like I mentioned earlier. And I just like the simplicity of like just yeah, like the simple eyes and nose and mouth, and it just it just inspires me like to enjoy the little things in life.
It comes from being lazy. So I tried a bunch of different art style from, just drawing from a sketch, not having a sketch and painting right away. And in the end, I think drawing with a line art and then coloring is the laziest and most effective style for me.
Yeah, sometimes that's how I draw as well. I just go line art and then I color.
Yeah.
My style mainly comes from my admiration for the kawaii culture from Japan. So as you can see, my stuff are more like chibi, cute style. And yeah, I guess I draw inspiration from my own cat as well, who is my shop mascot.
My art is, I wouldn't say, a lot of artists are much better than me, I'll be very honest. But I think what's something like, not different, special about myself is, not myself, my art is, I can tell from a lot of people, it's from me, like from my heart. It brings happiness, it brings some sort of smile, bring memories to people. So to me, the style came from like the real thing around me. And then the style is more how I draw, like mainly it's with pencil crayon. That's how I learned my first drawing from my mother.
Yeah.
So as I age, go back to, because I used to do art direction, and then now at my age 65, I want to do the pencil crayon again. Using pencil crayon are very versatile. You can do it's so wide. I always call it wide because a lot of people think, oh, color, finish color, that's it. No, but you can do so much blending, back and forth.
What advice could you give any up-and-coming artists out there?
Ooh, don't stop. Do not stop and try to always draw as much as you can, even if you're like tired of drawing or you're feeling like you don't have any motivation. Just draw some shape designs or stuff like that while you're watching TV just to keep drawing. That will get the creativity flowing. So yeah, never stop drawing essentially.
So I think my biggest advice would be if you have a great idea that you think you really like, just go and do it. If you wait, someone else does it, you're going to regret it forever.
Oh, just do it. Do not wait.
Nike.
Everyone else, oh yeah, that's true. I didn't think of that. But honestly, like everyone else, like here, started somewhere. And what are you gonna do? Are you gonna spend the rest of your life wondering, what if I had done it? No, don't do that. That's a terrible answer. Just try. Just try.
I was saying to get comfortable with the business side of things, like taxes, insurance, accounting, they're just as important as a creative process. Also to be patient and persistent. Building a business doesn't really happen overnight. And yeah, I just want to say trust the process, have fun.
I would say don't get too obsessed about finding your style. Just keep at it, keep drawing, and then I think one day it'll just come naturally to you. So
Yeah, I agree.
Every time it comes from your heart, really have to come from your heart. When you are doing it, you have to have the passion and trust yourself. Don't give up. One good thing is you have to work as much as you can. You know how practice makes perfect? It's true, especially with art. Like I started to draw again because art direction you don't really need to draw. So when I start to do illustration again, I can tell from 2014 and now I even know there's a difference.
And that is our wrap, guys. We had such a fun time. Wild time, but a fun time. What did you think, Chris?
Oh man, it was so amazing.
It definitely was. Well, if you liked what you've seen here today, make sure you like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. And then we'll see you next time. Keep your mind's eye wide open.